morning, everybody. This is Eureka John, and you're watching Eureka Street Crypto Hub. It is Saturday, May 15th, 2021, and I am broadcasting live on theta.tv/Eureka John at 7:15 in the morning on a Saturday. So a little bit later than normal, but yeah, it's Saturday. I'm tired. I just rolled out of bed and got in front of my computer, if you can't tell. And this is my video blog, so welcome if it's your first time. This is just basically me tracking my progress and learning about all things crypto. And yeah, definitely not trying to teach you anything or be a professional in any way, shape, or form. A lot of times I say things that are way out and outfield, and sometimes just stuff that's completely wrong and sounds retarded. But other times I think people tell me that I've helped them out to learn about certain topics, and yeah, so that's great too. So yeah, give me a thumbs up on the YouTube or on the BitChute, and hit the little flame icon on Odyssey. It does help a brother out. I don't ask for money, and I'm not trying to ask for any type of financial support as I go along this journey of learning here. So yeah, that's that. And I'm not sponsored by anybody either, so I'm not trying to shill any particular types of products. So yeah, that being said, I am starting to help out certain projects, work on some educational materials, but that's a side project and that has nothing to do with this. So yeah, let's take a look at the crypto markets, and let's go over here to the old coin gecko and see what's up today. Yeah, Bitcoin's down to $48,841.09. So if you want to buy Bitcoin, I mean, in my opinion, it seems like a great time to buy. So if I had any extra money right now, I would be buying Bitcoin. Ethereum is also down to 3909. That's kind of weird to say, but it is. And after the whole Elon Musk debacle, where he is crapping all over Bitcoin about environmental concerns and hinting that he will be putting his money elsewhere, a lot of people have freaked out and are dumping Bitcoin, and I think that's actually a really poor choice of things to do, because right now a lot of companies are seeing this and they don't particularly listen and worship every single thing that Elon Musk does, so they will be buying Bitcoin. And this, I don't know, maybe all this is staged and manufactured. Maybe he's working with specific companies to, and maybe he's going to be loading up on Bitcoin when the price gets to a certain level where he wants it. I don't know. I mean, I try not to waste too much of my energy, no pun intended, talking about Elon Musk, but it's kind of hard to avoid sometimes. But I mean, there's the percentage of renewable energy that Bitcoin uses to mine is really high. It also helps to people are mining Bitcoin with stranded flare gas, out in the natural gas fields. There was one company, Great American Mining, that's setting up these mobile mining pods, I guess, and mining trailers, and they're going out to these abandoned flare gas operations out in natural gas fields, and that's stuff that would just be sitting there or burned off or vented out into the atmosphere. They're using that gas to power their generators to be able to mine Bitcoin, and it might help some of the local communities around there as well. So there's a lot of things being done that the mainstream is not talking about by the Bitcoin miners that is actually helping the environment and not hurting the environment. So, but that doesn't get talked about because it doesn't fit the narrative, so Binance Coin 586.35. Cardano up above $2 at 216. I have been hearing all the Cardano maxis completely pooping their pants at this price action. They absolutely love it. So I like it too. I hold Cardano. I have my Cardano in the Buzz pool, and if you don't know, when you have Cardano, you delegate it to pools to stake, and one, it helps secure the network, And I believe Cardano is now 100% decentralized. Everybody has it all into pools, and so it's not all centralized into one location. And there's a mechanism in the Cardano blockchain that when pools start getting too full, to prevent centralization, and any one particular pool or node to have too much power, they start the minimum, the reward. Sorry, the reward for staking to that pool starts to fall, and so you don't want to go to a pool that is too high, that is too full. You want to go to a pool that is not empty but not too full either. You got to find that sweet spot. I think Cardano Buzz is a good pool for now. I had it in the D News pool as well, but that pool got too full. And then the first pool I had it in was the Texan Stakes pool, but that pool didn't really have enough people in it. So you got to find a pool with that sweet spot. So yeah. Anyway, Dogecoin 51.514, 51 cents. And did you know that there's now a synthetic Doge on the BTCST platform? And let me see here if I can pull that up. All right, so let me get this Google Chrome all pulled up. And let me see here. Let me add this Chrome window capture. Let's see. Chrome. Okay. And I thought it was already a joke. Hold on, let me just do this then. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, I gotta. Okay, all right. Here is the BTCST platform. All right, so it's got to reload, and this is Bitcoin standard hash rate. Is where each BTCST token represents 0.1%, 0.1 terahash of mining power, and anything that 0.1%, why do I keep saying percent? 0.1 terahash mines is yours in Bitcoin. You know, the Binance version of Bitcoin, but Bitcoin. And so that's a good way to earn some Bitcoin. However, it has an amazing staking and mining operation through their app, and you can connect your wallet and you can mine your BTCST tokens here, and you can get T Bitcoin, which is a synthetic, or you can get the BTCB, which is Bitcoin on Binance chain, basically wrapped Bitcoin, and which you can trade out for Bitcoin if you want. And the APY, as you can see here, is pretty high, 60 and 67 and stuff like that. However, now you can take your BTCST and mine for T Doge, and they're doing airdrops of the synthetic Doge, and right now the APY is super high because of all this airdrop and them trying to create liquidity and everything like that. And so if you're into this and you have BTCST tokens, it's a good time to mine for T Doge, and you can also receive these airdrops right here. They're allocating quite a significant portion of T Doge. So I've already gotten a lot of, when they originally came out with T Bitcoin, the synthetic Bitcoin, I got a lot of that as well. A nice lump sum, let's just say that. So I got pretty lucky there, and so far I'm getting pretty lucky with this T Doge. I don't, like I said yesterday, I can't seem to get away from Doge, or day before. It just always seems to kind of creep back on me, and here it is again once more. Doge is creeping back into my life, and whatever, you know. I'm mining that, and right now I sold my BTCST and I bought the rest, as much as I could, of this T Bitcoin, which I shouldn't have. I should have kept my BTCST and mined the T Doge for 1454%, but right now I'm mining it for 552, because because the APY for T Doge from T Bitcoin to T Doge was like 192,000% yesterday, and so I was like, oh man, well I need to, sell my BTCST and buy the T Bitcoin and mine that. Well, the APY percentage changed after some adjustments, and then now it's more profitable to mine with BTCST to get the T-Doge at 14.54%, which sucks though, because the BTCST token has raised in value, and I don't want to buy back after having sold my BTCST, so that was kind of a party foul on my part. So I'm kind of stuck with this T Bitcoin right now, and as you can see through CoinGecko, T Bitcoin is not doing too well. Not T, but Bitcoin is not doing too well. So I'm going to wait until Bitcoin hits another spike, which I believe it's going to soon. And then once that happens, I will sell that T Bitcoin back into BTCST and then start mining again using BTCST. So that was a bad strategic move on my part. And yeah, man, this is crypto, and this is what this is about. This is why I'm doing this show. It's living and learning. So yeah, let's go on down the list here. I mean, everything looks, except for Cardano, kind of down, and down is relatively speaking. I mean, Aave is sitting here at 558.07. It's doing amazing, and in the past 7 days, it's up 25.7%. So there's not a whole lot I can complain about here. Not that you want to hear me complain. Nobody wants to hear anybody complain. You know what really makes me mad? No, I don't. Why don't you tell me? Nobody wants to hear that. So, okay. So anyway, I've been spending the past couple days really focused on the topics of digital ID and on the topics of blockchain programming languages, because I'm making, like I said, for the Komodo team, some blockchain, I guess, fundamentals types of videos. And I'm learning a whole lot. Sometimes I say the best way to learn is through teaching, and it's forced me to dig in and I've listened to several podcasts. I've listened to tons of things and read tons of articles about programming languages. And basically, I'm going to kind of create a little TLDR of this article. Blockchain programming languages for protocol development. I've learned that blockchain programming languages are basically divided into two different types of languages. You have protocol development, which is basically like what the Bitcoin is made with, what wallets are made with, the Ethereum virtual machine, what that is actually made with, and the actual protocol that the scripts run on, and smart contracts. And so there's smart contracting languages. So C++ and Golang and Java, these are all what the actual protocols are built with. A Hyperledger is built with Java. You have Golang. I believe, Golang, Go Ethereum is what Ethereum is built with. C++ is what Bitcoin is built with. The actual protocol, but Solidity is what smart contracts are made with, and JavaScript smart contracts, C++, and so you have the nodes which run the cores, which is running with these programming languages. Then you have the scripts that are running with smart contracts that actually do the consensus, and they're able to, in a way, kind of travel around between the nodes, and all the different nodes may have different protocols that are running different languages, but the scripts all need to be the same. So a smart contract needs to be written in Solidity, and JavaScript and C++, and then there's software development kits. And software development kits are basically they're SDKs. That's the abbreviation for it. You'll hear that in code speak, dev speak, a lot of times. And they're basically just packs, like starter packs, installable packages containing sets of tools, libraries, documentation, code samples, modules, and other relevant information that people need to be able to build a blockchain or, I mean, Cosmos has a pretty famous software development kit, and there's a lot of blockchains right now that are using the Cosmos SDK, and that's written using Golang. I got a lot of work to do on this right now, but so I don't have a whole lot to say. But if you are interested in development right now, there is a huge need for blockchain developers. I believe there's about 18 million developers worldwide in general, and only about 105,000 blockchain developers. And when you kind of compare and contrast that with the world population, and then the uptick in the usage of blockchain type of platforms, this amounts to a hell of a lot of job security, with a lot of AI starting to come in and take a lot of jobs through automation. And let me think here. I'm still kind of asleep. I was up late last night. As AI starts to take over, jobs being taken, them doing this whole great reset in which they're trying to change the world economy and dump everybody and shove everybody into smart cities run on 5G and everything like this, and the Internet of Things. I think it's going to be pretty important to learn how to at least be able to read code. In a way, code is like the new literacy. You had the old gold miners back in the 1800s, and they're signing their name on the contract with an X because they don't know how to spell their name, or they got to find somebody that knows how to read to open up a letter for them, and from their old ma back home and back east. Or you have the priest sitting there reading the Latin to all the community of all the bylaws being put in place by the diocese, who's in communication with the emperor, laying out the law of the land and deciding what is good for the people or not good for the people. Literacy is important, and that's what all this does. And blockchain, in a way, kind of democratizes this for basically anybody that wants to write their own contracts. And as long as you are literate in some basic smart contracting language, you can audit whatever type of contracts are being put out there. So let's see here. However, we need the developers. Okay, so it goes a little blurb here. With the right focus, a single software developer can make wonders and complete what would have been a multiple man years in just a few days by forking some existing open source project and adding few added value functionalities on top, creating a new product. This is what fuels fast growth of the digital economy. The blockchain technology has been exploding in growth exponentially, and it's because all you got to do is just switch a few lines of code and you have an entirely new blockchain, or scripting language, smart contracting language, or whatever. They said, however, we need the developers themselves. We need a lot of them. We need more developers, especially within the blockchain ecosystem where there's a deficit of skilled labor. Blockchain, there's a lot of programmers out there, but blockchain is this other weird alternate sector. And I've talked to a few people who are programmers, and they say, well, my work plate is full. I'm over here. I'm so busy. I don't have time to go mess with all that blockchain stuff over there. And I'm like, well, all right, man. But, this is where everything's headed. Yeah, whatever. And, get brushed off. But the larger cryptocurrency grows in general, and we've seen parabolic growth of cryptocurrency adoption and blockchain adoption, and especially with Chainlink oracles bringing real data onto the blockchain, and with IoT devices and artificial intelligence all beginning to run on the blockchain. People are starting to realize, I need to learn this stuff. So the job opportunities are out there for people who need it. And this is why I'm also myself trying to slowly teach myself this. I'm not necessarily going to, try to sit down and become this huge program developer and build my own, blockchain and wallet and, ecosystem and scripting language. No, but I do want to be able to talk about it coherently and to know what is going on behind the scenes. I would like to be kind of a teacher in this role, a facilitator to help people enter the space. So yeah, hey, what's up, Randy Dad? Nice to see you. So you're the first person that's actually jumped on this Saturday morning. A lot of people doing other things Saturday morning besides sitting here listening about cryptocurrency. But yeah, you sound like a man with a plan. So yeah, we need developers themselves. We need a lot of them. We need more developers, especially within the blockchain ecosystem where there's a deficit of skilled labor. This is why Dapros, I don't know what that is committed to invest in ecosystem, meaning popularization of blockchain technology, training of developers, building products that help implement solutions faster, and so on. As a part of this commitment, we're going to push analytics, career path roadmaps, skills matrices, and keep contributing to the ecosystem of decentralized software engineering. So anyway, they basically did a survey mainly with LinkedIn, people that have put like blockchain development as part of their credentials and skill sets. And as you can see here, total blockchain developers worldwide by country and the absolute numbers. As you can see, obviously the United States has a huge percentage of population, so there's going to be a lot more blockchain developers in the United States and India, and then like United Kingdom, which probably per capita has more blockchain developers. So let's go down here to this more interesting graph. Okay, so real quickly, so you'll see here you have France, Germany, Netherlands, Singapore has 2,087 blockchain developers. Singapore, one city, and that's amazing. And so yeah, we'll get to back to that here in a second. Scroll on down here. Blockchain developers worldwide by country relative to population. So as you can see in the top 10 here, you have Malta, Luxembourg, Singapore, Netherlands, Switzerland, Cyprus, Slovenia, Estonia. Yeah, all these have a high amount of blockchain developers per 100,000 population, and even smaller population type of areas. And that's, if you kind of find a correlation between these smaller countries and their lax laws on cryptocurrency and blockchain development, you'll see that it's a Cantillon effect. And a Cantillon effect is where somebody who positions themselves close to the supply of money naturally tends to be able to cast their net and get a lot of that money from the start with little effort. And so maybe this is where all the money is flowing through right now in the blockchain world, is in these places with very little regulations and a lot of innovation going on in the blockchain space. Hey, how you doing, Martin Lariche? Nice to see you as well. So yeah, maybe it is a Cantillon effect. I don't know. That's another fancy little word I've learned from jumping into blockchain technology as well. Yeah, and I could talk about price action all day, and there's plenty of TA people. But to me, to be able to find really good stuff to invest in, I want to know the fundamentals. I want to know what it's written with. Is it a popular language? You can find some amazing blockchain project that sounds like the market speak is just phenomenal, and that it's going to completely revolutionize the way that blockchain works and everything like that. But it's written in some weird screwy language that nobody knows and is not adopted. So maybe it's fast, but maybe it's scalable. Maybe it's probably not interoperable because it's written in some screwy language using some screwy script. So those are things to think about that a lot of people don't understand. So let's see here. United States is down here with 8 people per 100,000 that have blockchain programming skills. UK is up here at 11 people, so it's pretty high. But yeah, Malta, Luxembourg, Singapore, Cyprus, Slovenia, Ireland. I didn't know Ireland only had 4,857,000 people. I've been to Dublin before, and it seems like a pretty big city, and only 4 million people making all that. That's pretty incredible. Oh man. So yeah, it's just things to think about. Every day there's something to think about. I mean, there's one person in Trinidad and Tobago per 100,000 that are blockchain developers. So sometimes I'll see people say, in these Discord groups, like, "Oh yeah, I live on a tiny island off the coast of northern Russia." I'm like, do you even have internet? Like, wow, what is it like to be in the life of you for a day? Oh man, that's why I love this type of stuff. I get to talk to people from all over the world, and I try to imagine what their life is like, and maybe they live in like little concrete shacks with little mopeds buzzing down little side alleyway streets, and they hear chickens clucking outside of their window and stuff like that. It's just a whole different world. You never know. But yeah, so some of the languages that are being used in blockchain technology, and I mentioned that there's programming languages that the actual cores and stuff like that and the protocols are built on, and then there's the scripting languages. So you kind of you could learn core languages, or you can learn scripting languages, or you could learn both. But like I said, Bitcoin is made with C, and then there's a Bitcoin script language. Ethereum is written with Go, and then there's the Solidity language that the smart contracts are written with. Komodo here, let's see here. Komodo provides a simple and adaptable framework for custom level blockchain development. Developers have the ability to create their own programmable blockchains called smart chains. Devs also have the ability to code UTXO based smart contracts known as Komodo custom smart contracts. So Komodo has their own scripting language. If you're interested in learning more about developing with Komodo custom contracts, be sure to check out Komodo documentation for overviews, development tutorials, APIs, and more. And they have an entire software development kit and blockchain development kit called Antara to build with. And all that looks pretty well laid out as far as what they're trying to achieve here. They're basically trying to bring in people and start them from ground one and build them up in the style of developer that they need for their particular blockchain project here. And what Komodo is, it's a delayed proof of work, and through using their system and their infrastructure, you can create your own smart chains and your own mini blockchain, which is what Pirate Chain is essentially, and use the Komodo blockchain as the base for their security. Because when a new blockchain starts out, nobody wants to use that blockchain because it's small, not decentralized enough, the security is not good enough, and so who wants to trust their money on something that is not well established? Well, Komodo provides that well established security right out of the box with your new blockchain project by this delayed proof of work mechanism. Another thing too to talk about is UTXO. What is that? Unspent transaction output. There are two types of models whenever you are doing a blockchain, basically running a smart contract. There's unspent transaction output, which is what Bitcoin uses, and is basically think about it like a wallet. And where's my wallet? Maybe one of the kids walked off with it. Okay, here it is. Let's see here. Oh, I got a $10 bill. Look at this. Okay, so if I want to spend, let's say $7, and I want to give you $7, according to the UTXO model, I would pass you a 10, and you would give me back $3, and that's it. And it's done that way. It's like cash. It's a fungible, and that's the way Bitcoin is done, and that is UTXO model. However, Ethereum is based on an account model, and you basically set up with an account, and you are adding and subtracting from that account based on the smart contract and Solidity. So it is not done with this fungible cash type of model where there's balances and you have to pass an entire 10 in order to get 7 back in order to do a $7 transaction. Account is basically saying, hey, I want $7, and then that person sends you $7 out of their account, rather than you saying, here's a 10, give me back change. So that's kind of a really, really basic way to say it, but that's just the difference. And people say that one may be more secure than the other, one may be faster, more scalable, et cetera, et cetera. And there's just endless debates going on about whether UTXO or account model are the best way to run your blockchain. That is up to debate, and I have absolutely zero opinion or dog in that fight right now because I'm still learning. So all I know is that they're different, and different blockchains use different smart contracts, and blockchains use different ways of going about doing that. So, but that's what it means when some people say UTXO based smart contracts or account based smart contracts. So as you know, that's about that, and I'm about at 30 minutes, and I was going to try to keep it to 30 minutes today. I'm just trying to talk about everything that I've been researching. And tomorrow, I don't know what time I'm going to be on in the morning. I'm going to be on when I get on, I guess. Hopefully not too late. I'm going to try to interview this person from the traditional finance sector. I haven't heard from him the past couple days, so hopefully I didn't get ghosted. But if I did, whatever, it happens. It's just all part of this game here, and I'm not trying to set up some kind of professional news outlet or anything. I'm just, kind of rolling along, and if I happen to pick somebody up along the way, then that's just fine. It'd be kind of cool too to maybe have somebody on. You can be anonymous if you want, and tell me your story. What got you into blockchain? What are you investing in? What are your goals with all this stuff? Are you want to be a trader, a TA guy, or you want to be a developer? Or you want to be like me, kind of get into teaching and education, and be a recruiter into this blockchain world? What are your goals? And it'd be kind of cool to have like a verbal chat, because I'm kind of learning how to do this live, and I haven't fully tested it out. That's what I was going to do tomorrow. But to have guests on here, and maybe have people talk about what their path in the blockchain and cryptocurrency world has been, and where they want to go with it. All right, well, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.